May Day. It's a day for celebration, a day for reflection, a day for action. Across the globe, workers and their allies take to the streets. They rally for fair wages, they demand safe working conditions, they fight for a world where everyone has the right to a dignified life. It's a powerful reminder. We are stronger together. May Day isn't just about bread and butter issues though. It's about something bigger. It's about justice. It's about standing up to oppression in all its forms. It's about recognizing that an injury to one is an injury to all. And right now there's a glaring injustice that demands our attention: the US blockade against Cuba. For over 6 decades, Cuba has lived under the shadow of the US embargo. This isn't just some abstract policy, it's an economic stranglehold. It's a cruel and relentless attempt to isolate and punish the Cuban people. Why? Because they dared to choose a different path. Because they had the audacity to resist US dominance. This blockade isn't just history, it's happening right now. It's impacting the lives of everyday Cubans every single day. It's time to shine a light on this injustice. It's time to demand an end to the blockade. Imagine this. You're a doctor in Cuba, you're incredibly skilled and dedicated, but you can't access the latest medical equipment. Why? The blockade? You're a student, eager to learn about the world, but you can't access certain websites or online resources. Why? The blockade. This is the reality for millions of Cubans. The blockade limits their access to essential goods, from medicine to fuel to technology. It stifles economic growth and development. It creates hardship and uncertainty for families across the island. It's a humanitarian crisis, plain and simple. Despite these challenges, the Cuban people persist. They've built a society that prioritizes education, healthcare, and social welfare. They've achieved remarkable literacy rates and made significant strides in renewable energy. They've shown incredible resilience and ingenuity in the face of adversity. But imagine what they could achieve without the blockade. Imagine the potential that's being stifled. Imagine the partnerships and collaborations that could flourish. It's time to unleash that potential. It's time to let Cuba thrive. The blockade against Cuba isn't just about one country. It's a stark reminder of how capitalism operates on a global scale. It's about powerful nations using their economic might to bully and control others. It's about prioritizing profit over people. It's about maintaining a system where the few benefit at the expense of the many. We see this pattern repeated again and again throughout history. From Latin America to Africa to Southeast Asia, the legacy of colonialism and imperialism casts a long shadow. The blockade against Cuba is a modern-day manifestation of this same oppressive system. Solidarity forever linking May Day and the fight for Cuba. That's why the fight to end the blockade is so important. It's about standing in solidarity with the Cuban people. It's about rejecting capitalist exploitation and imperialist aggression. It's about demanding a more just and equitable world for all. This May Day, let's remember that our struggles are interconnected. When workers in one part of the world are oppressed, it weakens the labor movement everywhere. When one nation asserts its dominance over another, it undermines the principles of international law and cooperation. We must stand together in solidarity. We must raise our voices in unison. A call to action. Stand with Cuba, break the blockade. So what can you do? Educate yourself and others about the blockade. Contact your elected officials and demand they take action. Support organizations working to build bridges between the United States and Cuba. Every voice matters. Every action counts. Together, we can make a difference. We can build a world where solidarity triumphs over greed. We can create a future where all people are free to determine their own destinies. Building bridges, not walls, towards a more just future. Ending the blockade isn't just about removing a barrier, it's about building bridges. It's about fostering dialogue, understanding, and cooperation. It's about recognizing our shared humanity and working together to create a better future for all. Let's choose a path of peace, collaboration, and mutual respect. Let's build a world where all nations can coexist and thrive, free from the shackles of oppression and exploitation. Hasta la victoria siempre, the spirit of resistance lives on. The Cuban people have a saying, hasta la victoria siempre. It means, until victory, always. It's a powerful message of resilience, determination, and hope. It's a reminder that even in the face of seemingly insurmountable odds, the human spirit can never be truly broken. This May Day, let's draw inspiration from the Cuban people's unwavering spirit. Let's stand with them in solidarity. Let's demand an end to the blockade. Let's fight for a world where justice, equality, and liberation are not just slogans, but a lived reality for all.